Welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise on MLB the Show. I'm your host, longtime listener. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and comment below, as in this episode we've got early season action with the Mariners hosting our Detroit Tigers, who come into this one at 17-10. The Mariners are 11-15, a young team with a lot of names that you might not recognize. Here's one with George Kirby on the hill. He's 1-3 for the year. Across 5 starts, he's got an ERA of 4.82 and a whip of 1.36. We'll see how the right-hander will fare, as starting things off is going to be Les Delevsky, and he is going to lift one into right field for a routine fly ball, and that will give us a chance to take a look at the Tigers lineup in this one, as it was Delevsky leading off. He's playing center field. And then it is Kristen Stewart playing left field, Kohler at first, Aaron Judge in right, Santana DHing, Noisy at third, David Bodie at second, Grullon catching, and Nico Goodrum playing shortstop and batting ninth. Next batter was Kristen Stewart on a 1-2 pitch. It's a fastball up out of the zone that he chased, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Then it's Bert Kohler, 2-2 pitch. He gets one to hit, takes it deep to center field, but he got under that one. And that'll do it for the Tigers in the first as they go down in order. And we will head to the bottom half. It's Casey Mize on the hill for the Tigers. He's 4-1 on the year across 5 starts with an ERA of 3.9, a 1.33 whip. So he has been pitching pretty well for them, and looking to continue that trend. As starting things off for the Mariners is Julio Pablo Martinez on a 2-0 pitch. He lifts one into shallow center field. Long run for Delevsky, but he is going to get there in time. And now we will take a look at the Mariners lineup, as it was Martinez leading off playing center field, then Lopes at second, Rodriguez in right, Josh Naylor at first, Barry catching, Kike Hernandez in left, Cozens DHing, Gutierrez at third, and Dylan Moore playing shortstop. Next batter was Tim Lopez on a 2-2 pitch. He's blown away on a fastball up and in for the second out. Then it's Julio Rodriguez on a 0-1 pitch. Is down the first base line, just fair. Kohler corrals that one and steps on the bag, and that's it for the Mariners in the first. Now 2 away in the bottom of the second, and it's Kike Hernandez into right center field. It's going to get past Aaron Judge, go all the way to the wall, and it's a stand-up double for Hernandez with 2 down and a chance for Cozens. But on a 0-2 pitch, he chases a splitter down out of the zone. He's down on strikes, and that'll do it for the Mariners in the second. Now on to the top of the third. David Bodie with a pitch to hit takes one deep to center field, but this one is going to stay in the park and be caught for the first out. But now things start to unravel for Kirby. It's Grullon drawing a walk. Then it's Nico Goodrum, 3-2 pitch, is a slider off the outside corner. He's on, and now it's first and second. Les Delevsky takes one through the left side. That's a base hit, and now the bases are loaded with 1 away, and it's Kristen Stewart. Goes up and chases a fastball out of the zone, but lifts the ball into center field. The runners on second and third are going to tag, and one will come in to score on the sacrifice fly. So now the Tigers are out in front, 1-0. Then it's Bert Kohler. But Delevsky is off on the pitch, and he's going to get into second with a stolen base. Now second and third, and now it's a 3-2 pitch to Kohler off the outside corner. He's on to load the bases, and that is the third walk of the inning for Kirby. And there is number 4, as he's going to walk in a run, and now they're going to go talk to him here. It's 2-0, and now it's Domingo Santana. First pitch of the at-bat is a hanging curveball, and he rips it into center field. That's going to score a couple of runs and make it 4-0 now. Still runners on the corners, 2 away, and Sheldon Noisy is out in front of a curve. That will end the inning, but not before the Tigers put up a 4 spot, and they are out in front 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the third. Julio Pablo Martinez with 2 away, a ball down the third base line, backhanded by Noisy. Nice play there, and it's a scoreless third for the Mariners, and Mize has the Tigers out in front 4-0 in this one. On to the top of the fourth, 1 away for David Grullon. He's down on strikes. That's the second out, and the third K for Kirby. Now we go to Nico Goodrum on a 1-1 pitch. He gets a pitch inside, turns on it, and takes it into the right field bleachers. A solo shot, his 5th of the year, 367 feet, and that puts the Tigers out in front by 5 by the score of 5-0 here in the 4th inning at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Now on to the bottom of the 4th. A 3-2 pitch to Josh Naylor with 2 away. He challenges him with a fastball, and Naylor wins that battle as that ball is way out of here to right center field. His 7th of the year, 417 feet. to get the Mariners on the board. They still trail it by 4, as it is now 5-1 here in the 4th inning. Mize would settle down and get out of the inning, and now on to the 5th. First batter is Kristen Stewart. He's on with a walk and another walk from George Kirby, and he has really just struggled since that 3rd inning, and now that is going to do it for him as they're turning to the bullpen, and they're going to go with right-hander Justin Dunn. As you see his numbers there, through 11 appearances, he's 34 2/3 innings of work, a 3.89 ERA. However, he's going to struggle in this one. First batter is Bert Kohler, and on an 0-2 pitch, he plunks him. That makes it 1st and 2nd. Then it's 3-2 to Aaron Judge. He's going back up the middle for a base hit. A run will come in to score. That's going to make it 6-1. Then it's Domingo Santana. Ball 4. So now the bases are loaded. So he hit a guy, gave up a base hit, now walked a guy. Then it's Sheldon Noisy on a 3-2 pitch, gets a fastball right down the middle, jerks one into left center field. It's going to short hop the wall. All 3 runners will score. That's going to make it 9-1. And that is it for Dunn. He is done after facing 4 batters, not retiring any of them. They turn to Nestor Cortez Jr. As you see his numbers, the lefty threw 15 2/3 innings of work, and now with 2 away, or actually with 1 away in the inning, it's Davy Grullon, and he is going deep to left field and gone. That makes it 11-1 on the 5th of the year for Davy Grullon, a 2-run shot. And the Tigers are going to go on to win this game by a score of 13-5, as the Mariners just never really could get into it. That 3rd inning outburst put the Tigers out in front for good, and they ran away with this one, with Casey Mize picking up the win on the day. Player of the game honors go to Bert Kohler. He was 1 for 2 with a couple of walks, scored 3 runs and hit a home run. So good day for him. Casey Mize, 6 solid innings, just 4 hits, 2 walks. He struck out 4, 2 earned runs. Kirby with the 5 walks, just 3 hits across 4 innings, but the walks really hurt him as they started to pile up. And then Daniel Norris pitched 3 innings, only gave up 3 hits, but they were all in the 9th, and 2 of them were home runs. So he gave up 3 runs, but gets a save in this one. Tigers had 10 hits and 7 walks against 10 strikeouts in this one. RBIs all up and down the lineup in this one, so it was definitely a team effort, as they had a couple of big innings that kind of took care of the Mariners in this one. Dulesky with his 16th stolen base of the year. Mize moves to 5-1 on the year, and Daniel Norris picks up his 3rd save of the season. The Mariners had 7 hits and 2 walks. They struck out 7 times. Not a whole lot to write home about here. They got homers from Gutierrez and Naylor and Hernandez, but that was all the damage they were able to muster in this one. And let's see here. Kirby goes to 1-4 on the year. The bullpen never really picked him up. And that's it for this one. The Tigers again win this one 13-5. And we will move on to more action between the Tigers and now the Yankees coming to Comerica Park to take on our Detroit Tigers, who are now coming into this one at 20-13. The Yankees sitting at 18-15 on the season. So the Tigers not exactly on fire. They're sitting in 2nd place in the division. And Tarek Skubal is going to get the ball in this one. He is 2-2 through 6 starts on the season, a 4.36 ERA. Pitching pretty well. And, the challenge for him is going to be the command. If he's walking guys, he gets himself into trouble. Starting things off, he's going to get a strikeout here on Isbell. That's the first out. Then it's Tyler Wade, 0-2 pitch. He's chasing, and he's down on strikes. So a good start for Skubal. Now it's Gleyber Torres, 1-2 pitch. Routine ground ball to short, and it's a 1-2-3 top half of the first for Tarek Skubal. On the hill for the Yankees is James Paxton. He's 4-1 on the season. The big, hard-throwing left-hander has an ERA of 3.21, a whip of 1.46, and walks have been a challenge for him, so we'll keep an eye on that in this one. Starting things off, Les Dulesky, a 2-1 pitch. He gets under it. He's been doing that a lot this season and has paid for it in terms of the batting average, as he is hovering around 200 on the season. So we'll like to see him get it going, but we're going to take a look at the lineup. It's Dulesky in center, Goodrum at short, Kohler at first, Judge in right, Santana in left, Walker DHing, Noisy at third, David Bodie at second, and Jake Rogers getting the start behind the dish in this one. Next batter is Nico Goodrum, 3-0 pitch, and we were talking about the command issues for Paxton, and there is a walk on 4 pitches with a ball in the dirt, so not what you want to see. Then with 2 away, it's Aaron Judge. A pitch down and in, not a bad pitch, but he takes it into left field, makes it first and second now with 2 away. And Domingo Santana, 1-2 pitch, was out in front of the cutter, and he is down on strikes to end the inning. So we go to the second, and it's still scoreless here in Detroit. Giancarlo Stanton caught looking at a slider there. That's the first out. Then in the third, it's Simmons down on strikes, and Skubal is in control early. Now to the bottom of the third, it's Nico Goodrum with 1 away. He takes one through the left side, and it's a 1-out single for Nico Goodrum. Then it's Bert Kohler. He gets one to hit, goes back up the middle. That's going to make it first and second now. Still just 1 away, and Aaron Judge coming to the plate. Remember, he had a fastball down and in last time, and he took it through the left side. This time it's a curve down and away. He takes it into right field, so a nice piece of hitting there. That's going to load the bases with 1 out. And it's Domingo Santana, line drive right at the second baseman, and unfortunately that's the second out. And then Lawrence Walker, ground ball to second, and that is it for the Tigers in the third. So the bases were loaded with 1 away, and they come away with nothing. Now Skubal back to work. First batter down on strikes, and Skubal is in control early as that is 5 Ks. Now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He's down on strikes to make it 6 Ks. And Miguel Andujar going to hit one to third, knocked down by Noisy, and he was going to recover to get him. So 4 strong innings from Tarik Skubal, but we are still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Sheldon Noisy starting things off. A 1-0 pitch is a fastball up, a cutter in on his hands. He takes it into left center field, and that's a stand-up double, so the Tigers with another chance here. But first, the Yankees have 69 doubles, good for second in the league, and the Tigers come in at third. But the Twins are 91 doubles entering this game, which is 22 better than anybody else in the league this early in the season. That is just ridiculous. Anyway, 2 outs in the inning. It's Les Delevsky, pops one up to right, no trouble there, and we go to the fifth. Skubal still out there and still looking strong as he's going to pick up another strikeout there. That ends the inning, and now on to the bottom of the fifth. Nico Goodrum, he's going to draw a walk again, and Paxton has put the go-ahead run on with nobody away. Then it's Bert Kohler, ground ball to first. They get the lead runner. Nice job there to recover and get the out at second, but they don't get Kohler on the back end. And then it's Aaron Judge. That fastball down and in again, but this time broken bat flares one into right, and it's down for his 3rd hit of the game. Now a 3-0 pitch to Santana is hit deep to right field, but this is going to stay in the yard, and that's a long, loud second out. Now it's Lawrence Walker. 0-1 pitch is into center field, but this is going to hang up and be caught. And yet again, the Tigers stranding some base runners as we go to the 6th, and we are still scoreless here in Detroit. Now on to the bottom of the 6th. It's Sheldon Noisy out in front of a curve, and he's down on strikes. That is the 3rd K for Paxton. And now with 2 away, it is Jake Rogers. A fastball down and away. He hits one deep to right center field, and this ball is going to get out of here. When that left the bat, it kind of looked like it was going to be a line drive into the gap, but that thing just kept going and going, and that is going to put the Tigers out in front 1-0 in this one on the 2nd home run of the year for Rogers, going 393 feet. As they are out in front now as we go to the 7th. It's Giancarlo Stanton down on strikes again. That's the 3rd time he's been set down on strikes, and the 8th K for Skubal. Then with 1 away, it's Andujar taking one into left center field. That ball is hit well and is going to bounce over the wall for a ground roll double. Now it's Willie Adames, ground ball to first. That's going to move Andujar over to third with 2 away and bring up Reese McGuire. And he's going to hit a ball to short. Diving try by Goodrum, knocks it down but will not have a play, and we are tied at 1 just like that. And that is going to do it for Tarik Skubal. The pitch count was getting up there. He was throwing very well, but unfortunately is going to get a no decision in this one as the Tigers are going to turn to Tim Meza, who has been up and down pretty much ever since he became a Tiger. Has never really been lights out for any extended periods of time, but has never really been all that bad for extended period of time either. So in any case, first batter he faces is Ford. He got a slider to hit, but lifts a fly ball down the right field line, handled for the final out of the inning. We go to the 8th now. It's Robbie Erlin on in relief for the Yankees, and Santana's taking one into right field. Looked like a bad angle from the right fielder. That ball goes over his head. Then it's kind of muffed in the gap, And Santana is going to go all the way to third with a triple to start the inning in the bottom of the 8th. A tie game and a great opportunity for the Tigers here. Another look. This ball didn't look like it was hit all that well, but the right fielder just kind of runs under it, gets over his head, and then the center fielder just kind of kicks it a little bit here, and then Santana able to get all the way to third. Next batter, Lawrence Walker. One hop to third. No chance for Santana to move up there. Then it's Sheldon Noisy, a fastball down, tried to check his swing but could not, and now 2 away, and Erlin with a chance to get out of it here. It's David Bodie, hits a line drive that's caught at second base, and they strand that leadoff triple in a tie game now as we head to the 9th here in Comerica. And Vizcaíno now on in relief for the Tigers. He gets Giancarlo Stanton swinging again. That is now 4 strikeouts for him. And now it's Jake Rogers. Starting off the 9th inning, he's going down the third base line. That ball is fair, and a leadoff base runner for Detroit. Now it's Les Dulevsky, line drive right at the third baseman. That's the first out. Then Nico Goodrum on a 3-2 pitch. They were going to put Rogers in motion. He was trying to extend his lead, and he is picked off. And that is huge, as now the next pitch to Nico Goodrum is ball 4 as he checked his swing. That would have hypothetically made it first and second. And now it's Bert Kohler, fastball up, had a pitch to hit there, but routine pop-up on the infield there, and we are going to extras here in Detroit. Now in the 10th, 1 away, it's Dominic Billingsley out there, gets Reese McGuire swinging, and that's it for the Yankees in the top half. Now in the bottom half of the 10th, it's Domingo Santana going up the middle. He's hit the ball well in this one, but they're going to pinch run, and now it's Richard Kaiser coming on to try and steal second on a 1-1 pitch. They pitch out, but he still manages to get in just ahead of the throw, so he's in scoring position for Lawrence Walker. 3-2 pitch, ground ball to the right side, a diving stop, and they get the out at first. Not sure that Kaiser would have scored there, but he probably would have. And now the Tigers turn to Marwin Gonzalez off the bench with 2 away. And on a 3-1 pitch, he hits a ground ball right at the second baseman. And that's it for the Tigers in the 10th. We go to the 11th, still tied at 1. Aroldis Chapman coming on in relief. He has struggled with command as he has walked 6 batters in 7 2/3 innings, but he strikes out a ton of guys, so he kind of makes up for it. But here he's going to start things off. David Bodie draws a walk to start the inning. Now with 1 away, it's Les Dulevsky. He's on, and now it's first and second on the second walk of the inning. And Harold Castro was in the game as a defensive replacement earlier. Lefty on lefty, he's down on strikes. And then it's Bert Kohler. He gets a pitch to hit here, but pops it up. And the Tigers going to strand a couple of more runners here as we're going to the 12th, still 1-1. Giancarlo Stanton down on strikes again. That is the 5th time he has struck out in as many at-bats. Later in the inning, it's Jordan Hicks with a 1-out walk to Andujar. Now with 2 away, it's Reese McGuire. He's caught looking, and we're going to the bottom of the 12th, still scoreless. The Tigers would not score. They turn to Daniel Norris in the top of the 13th. He's going to hold the Yankees scoreless in their half, as you saw the strikeout there, and then another on Isbell here. We go to the bottom of the 13th. Jonathan Holder on in relief for the Yankees, and the first pitch he throws in the 13th inning to Marwin Gonzalez is a hanging slider, and that ball is gone. So Marwin Gonzalez is going to walk things off here in Detroit in the 13th inning. That was his 7th home run of the season, 407 feet on that one, as his guys are going to mob him at the dish, as he is going to send the Tigers faithful home with smiles on their faces. 13 innings, a final score of 2-1. Jake Rogers gets player of the game honors. He went 2 for 5, hit a home run. Daniel Norris picked up the win, pitching a scoreless 13th, striking out 2, and then Holder pitched a scoreless 12th, but then gave up the solo shot to start off the bottom half, and that was it. You look at the numbers for the Yankees, just 6 hits and a walk across 13 innings, and they struck out 16 times, with 5 of those belonging to Giancarlo Stanton. The pitching staff did a really good job. Paxton battled through 5 2/3, only gave up the 1 earned, kept him in position, but they just couldn't get the bats going, and then Holder with the solo shot in the 13th. That would do it. He picks up the loss. For the Tigers, it's 11 hits, 6 walks, 6 strikeouts in this one. 3 hits for Aaron Judge, a couple of hits for Santana, a couple of hits for Jake Rogers, including a home run for him. Marwin Gonzalez with the the solo shot to end it. Kaiser had a stolen base, and then the pitching staff for the Tigers was just fantastic up and down. Skubal pitched really well, gets a no decision, and that'll do it for this one. Again, the final score 2-1 in 13 innings. But before we wrap up, a couple of injuries that you'll see here as Domingo Santana dislocates his shoulder. He's going to be out for a month or two, and then Harold Castro broke his ankle, and he's going to be out for a while as well. So shaking up the lineups a little bit. But guys, that is going to do it for this episode. Be sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, comment below, and we will see you all next time.